December 19th is the official start date for the countdown to the first actual chapter of the DCU. Sure, yeah, we have been watching Creature Commandos for the last 3 weeks. Creature Commandos is great in its own right, but I'm talking about the actual real start to the DCU, the most important start to the DCU with the most important comic book character in history, the first comic book character in history, the only GOAT, the only OG, the dawn of everything, and that is Superman. And today, on December 19th, James Gunn has blessed the timeline. He has blessed the entire social media feed. He has blessed the entire world so bad, and I'm saying so bad in a good way, because on YouTube, at the time of me recording, I'm pretty sure the YouTube views have been broken in the algorithm, because the trailer so far is at a whopping 9.8 million views, and it's #1 trending on YouTube in just 6 hours alone. So I'm pretty sure that the YouTube algorithm has picked up this trailer. Man, the whole world is watching this trailer and the whole world is loving this trailer. So we're seeing that this trailer in real time is breaking the internet, and rightfully so, because this trailer is great. And the hype of this trailer being great, I thought that James Gunn was probably half-assing. I thought that James Gunn was probably capping to a certain extent, but nah, James Gunn wasn't capping. James Gunn, we need to actually understand who James Gunn is, and that most of the time he's telling the truth in what he's about to deliver. And the truth, to be honest, will set us free when we watch the Superman trailer. And I'm gonna tell you this right now, this trailer is heat. This trailer is peak. This trailer has actually restored the feeling for not only Superman fans, not only DC fans, but for comic book fans in general, because we are finally about to see a faithful and a truthful Superman adaptation on the big screen since the 1970s, and that was the Superman 1978 film, and that film was peak, and even Superman 2 was peak, but the third and the fourth films were hot garbage in my honest opinion. But enough yapping, enough talking. I'm gonna tell you what I think about the trailer right now. And the trailer starts off in a very snowy place, and we see Superman. He crash lands down. He is bleeding. He is battered. He is almost losing his life. We see him possibly getting his ass whooped, and we see the after effects of a fight when he crash lands down onto the snow, and we see a great character finally come to screen. We see a character that his debut has been long overdue, and that is the GOAT, Krypto, man. We finally see Krypto on the big screen, and this is the first time we have ever seen Krypto. Then we now see a shot of Clark Kent. He is hastily walking into the Daily Planet office, and I really like how tall David Cornsweet's Superman is, because Superman, he's supposed to be a very looming figure. Even when he's Clark Kent, you see how tall he is, you see how muscular he is. No diddy, you see how so much of a big figure that he is. And then we now see Lois Lane in this universe, and I really like how she looks. Not only is she looking really good, if you know what I mean, but her black hair is comic accurate to how Lois Lane actually looks like in the comics, because the previous Lois Lane in the DCEU, I did not like how she looked like, because the DCEU's portrayal of Lois Lane was so bland, boring, and lifeless. But her hair was brown. That's not Lois Lane. That's more in line to Lana Lang. So I really like that we are seeing more comic accurate things in the movie, and we are also seeing John Kent, Superman's dad, and I'm pretty sure this scene is gonna be heartbreaking, so we'll have to see what happens in the movie. And as the trailer is still going on, I'm not even gonna lie, I am very interested in this movie because of this trailer. This trailer has made me really interested, really optimistic, and I want to see this movie now. I can't wait to July in 2025, man. I can't wait. I wish I had a time machine so that I can just go in the future and watch it before anyone. And I think my favorite shot of this trailer was Superman saving this child that was about to be destroyed by these debris from the skyscrapers dropping down. And in that slow motion scene, that scene looked good. Then we now see the biggest hater in the Superman rogues gallery of all time, and that is Lex Luthor. Sure, yeah, Eobard Thawne's Reverse Flash is still the king of the haters in all of fictional media, but we see the second in command. We see the person that has a silver medal for being the big hater in any form of media, and that is Lex Luthor. And man, Nicholas Hoult really looks like Lex Luthor. He looks like he was ripped straight from the comics, in my honest opinion. And as the trailer is going on, I'm just thinking to myself, this movie is a hopeful movie. Despite not seeing David Cornsweet's Superman smile in the entire trailer, to be honest, that kind of made me a little bit worried until I realized that this isn't even the full thing that we're seeing in the movie. We're seeing the hardships, the trials, the tribulations that Superman will go through. And we're seeing that, sure, yes, you could actually think that he will be smiling through it. But when the whole entire world hates you, I do think that is the right way of conveying emotion with David Cornsweet's Superman, by still pushing on, still pushing forward, and still holding his head high. We see characters like Guy Gardner, we see characters like Mr. Terrific, like Hawkgirl, and man, they all look good. I really like how Guy Gardner's hair looks in this movie. He looks like he's ripped straight off from the comics. Even though his suit isn't comic accurate, we are kind of actually inclined to believe that all three heroes, Mr. Terrific, Guy Gardner, and Hawkgirl, are working under the same organization before the Justice League is introduced in this universe. So they're gonna be playing more of a government type superhero compared and contrasted to Superman's real authentic acts of superheroism. So I'm not even gonna lie, man, this trailer is good in my honest opinion. This trailer is great in my honest opinion. The whole timeline is happy. The whole timeline is ecstatic. The whole timeline is happy that we are finally receiving a good Superman movie, a good and faithful adaptation of Superman. And I really hope this movie is peak, man. This movie cannot afford to be mid in the slightest. But what do you guys think of the trailer? That's my thoughts of the trailer, man. I'm out. Peace.